framework's all now done, we're sanded, that's all now completed. It's time to do the inner panels. Next step I'm going to do is the decorative beading around the inner side of the panel. These have already been cut, so it's the same process as the original rail that you saw me do in the previous video. These are 30mm by 18mm. The next step is to do the decorative beading. So that is going on there. That's essentially what we've got to create. Because it's on the surface, I can't use a router or spindle molder in the traditional method. So I have to create another template to machine those up. This is a template for the inner beadings. It's a really simple jig to make. There's nothing difficult about it. I've matched the circumference of the beadings. They're going to go in here. And it's going to be pushed round. And of course, it's going to cut on this bottom section, which will transfer the same beading for the rest of the panels. You need to make sure when you're doing this type of template is that everything's smooth and free to go around. In order to help that, I've also lubricated the inner because this is MDF and I don't want any friction between the template and the actual timber itself. So this is all being well lubricated to make everything as easy as possible. Next step is to start machining them. This is a multi-pass process. I'm not going to do the full depth of the cut in one go. I'm actually going to make 4 to 5 shallow passes around 2 to 3mm deep in total at each go.
Right about now you're going to see I'm stopping and reaching towards my chest because I'd forgotten to turn the dust extractor on, and the beadings itself was going quite difficult to push through. I'm having to put quite a lot of force on just to keep it moving. What actually happened is because the extractor was turned off, a few shavings had flown up in between the beading and the template itself, causing it to jam. But because I've already started, I'm committed to finishing this run. So once I've got all the way around, I'm going to remove the beading, clean out any shavings that have got stuck in between the template and the beading, and start again. Once the template had been cleaned and the extractor was on, everything was running as it should do. It was pushing through nice and freely, no issues with it jamming, and just a simple mistake as not turning the extractor on can just highlight and show how a simple little thing as a few wood shavings or a couple of chips can cause quite a big problem.
There we have both inner circular beadings are now complete. Here's our straight test piece that we did. These are going to be used on the standard panels. These are a curved one, so it's the same profile. This wasn't taken down in one deep pass. I did 4 to 5 ones around 2 to 3mm ago, just really to avoid any chip out. But they're both of them. They're ready now for a quick light sand down, and they're going to be glued into the door. And then it'll be for the inner panels.